Welcome back to Legion Builds, where I help bring your favorite characters into Dungeons & Dragons. Today we're building a relentless killing machine, Model T-800 Infiltration Unit, also known as the Terminator. We're not going into the overly complicated backstory of this series. Time travel gets pretty wonky, but also you don't really need to hear it. Who doesn't know who the Terminator is? If you don't, pay attention to the next section. Our goals today are to create a deadly machine. There is no weapon you do not understand, tactics you do not know, and even without a weapon, you're ready for a fight. Next, we need you ready for every situation by knowing what will happen beforehand. Using knowledge of what may happen, you are better prepared for when they do happen. Like I said, time travel gets wonky. Finally, you need to be an infiltrator. Normally, this means stealth, but not here. No, you need to be able to blend into the world. You may be a machine, but you're the only one that needs to know that. Unless they talk to you, then you're out of luck. Skynet could have worked on your personality a little bit more, just saying. For today's build, we'll be using the Player's Handbook in Eberron Rising from the Last War. We're using standard point array to make it easier for you to roll for stats or use point buy, and we are multi-classing, so make sure you keep an eye on those minimums. We'll start right out the gate with intelligence at 15. You are a machine with a memory bank ready and full of important knowledge at your fingertips. Strength will be next at 14. You are built and hit like a tank. In fact, there's a good chance you have the same budget as a tank. Dex will follow at 13. You're surprisingly light and fast. Con will be a 12, which if we're being honest is low. Over the course of the whole series, you take serious punishment before finally going down. That being said, you die in every movie, so maybe 12 is okay. Wisdom will be low with 10, and we're dumping charisma. You absolutely have no ability to read people, and saying you have no personality is not just an insult, it is fitting. You are an android wrapped in a suit of fake skin. Warforged is an android, and we'll get the fake skin in a second. Place +2 into con and +1 into intelligence. Constructed resilience gives you advantage on saving throws against being poisoned. You have resistance to poison damage. You are immune to all diseases. You don't sleep, can't be put to sleep magically, and you aren't alive in the strictest of sense. This just means you don't breathe, eat, or drink to survive. Specialized design gives you a free skill and tool proficiency of your choice. Take the skill Perception and the tool Disguise Kit. And now you have a fake skin. Talk to the DM on how this works in their game. Don't worry if they will not allow it, I'll fix this in the build. Sentry's Rest makes your long rest only 6 hours long, during which you remain completely conscious and aware of your surroundings. Integrated Protection adds +1 to your overall AC and bonds you to any armor you wear that you are proficient with, making it so no one can take it off. For your background skills, take Investigation and Arcana. Before you get sent back in time, you're going to need the proper programming for your task, so let's grab some proficiencies in all weapons and armor with Fighter. For skills, grab Athletics and History. Level 1 fighters start things off with a fighting style. Unarmed fighting gives you better unarmed combat by making your unarmed strikes a D6 when holding something in your hand or a D8 when holding nothing. It also allows you to deal an automatic D4 damage to a creature you're grappling at the start of each of your turns. If you'd rather take another fighting style, I don't care, not your father. There's some pretty good ones. Second Wind lets you heal yourself with a bonus action once per short or long rest by 1d10 plus your fighter level. Okay, time for tech. Level 1 wizards are spellcasters. You receive a spell book with 3 cantrips and 6 first level spells. You can prepare a total number of spells per day equal to your intelligence plus wizard level, meaning right now you can only have 4 spells ready every day and you regain spent spell slots on a long rest. Arcane Recovery lets you recharge some of your spell slots on a short rest. These slots can be a combined total of half your wizard level or lower, but never higher than 6th level, which will not be a problem for you. 4 spells. Firebolt fires a blast at to 120 feet and deals 1d10 fire damage on a hit. Light creates a flashlight for 1 hour by touching one object. The object now sheds light in a 20-foot radius. Sword Burst hits every creature within 5 feet of you and forces a dex save, causing 1d6 force damage on a failure. Disguise Self will make you appear as another creature for 1 hour. This is only an illusion and will not pass for real if someone touches you. If they suspect something is wrong, an investigation against your spell DC will reveal the illusion. You can't change your body type, but you can appear 1 foot shorter or taller. I would suggest using this only for your physical appearance, such as your face, hands, whatnot, but not your clothes. Jump triples your jump distance for 1 minute. Feather Fall stops all fall damage on up to 5 creatures no matter the height as a reaction. Burning Hands is a flamethrower that fires a 15-foot cone and forces a dex save on all those within the cone, dealing 3d6 fire damage on a failure. Magic Missile fires 3 bullets that auto-hit their target, dealing 1d4 plus 1 per bullet. You can send each bullet after a different target or all at the same one. You can add more bullets by adding more spell levels. Detect Magic scans everything within 30 feet of you, revealing magical auroras around magic items or effects for 10 minutes while you maintain this spell. You will be able to tell what the school it is from, but not what the effect is. Level 2 fighters receive Action Surge. You can now give yourself a free action once per short or long rest. Level 3 fighters are upgraded with a subclass, and it's time to give you some combat knowledge with Battle Master. Combat Superiority gives you superiority dice that you can spend on special maneuvers. You have 4 of these dice that start off as a d8 and start with 3 maneuvers. For your maneuvers, Grappling Strike lets you grapple a creature you hit with a bonus action after you hit them, adding the superiority dice to the athletics check. Tactical Assessment adds superiority dice to an investigation, history, or insight check. Riposte allows you, as a reaction, to attack a creature that misses you with a melee attack, adding the superiority dice to the damage should you hit. Level 4 fighters earn our first ability score improvement. Place this into strength for better attack and damage. You're now character level 5. This means Firebolt and Sword Burst each receive a second damage dice. Level 5 fighters gain extra attack. You can now attack twice with a single attack action. Level 2 wizards now gain their subclass, and if you want to know the future, there is only one choice: Divination. Portent allows you to see a glimpse of the future. After you finish a long rest, roll 2d20s and record the rolled numbers. You can use these numbers to replace an attack roll, saving throw, or skill check made by you or another creature that you can see. You must choose to do so before the roll and can do this once per turn. You lose those 2 numbers when you finish another long rest and replace them with 2 new numbers. For your spells, Shield adds +5 to your AC as a reaction and auto stops magic missiles fired at you. Alarm creates a 20-foot cube that lasts 8 hours that you can designate who can pass through. When someone who passes through it that you have not allowed, you will automatically be alerted, and you can be up to 1 mile away from the cube and this will still work. You can also assign a sound to this alarm if you wish. Level 3 wizards receive second level spells. For your spells, Darkvision allows you to see in darkness out to 60 feet for 8 hours. Shatter sends a concussion grenade out to 60 feet from you, creating a 10-foot radius sphere and forcing a con save on everyone within the sphere, dealing 3d8 thunder damage on a failure. Level 4 wizards earn another ability score improvement. Hit strength again to bring it up to an 18. For your spells, Identify allows you to gain access to files on an object that you touch for 1 minute. If it is magical or under magical effects, you will learn all you can know about it. Magic Weapon turns one non-magical weapon into a +1 weapon for 1 hour while you maintain the spell. You also gain a new cantrip, Go Nuts. There's some pretty nice ones. Level 6 fighters earn another ability score improvement. Going to be saying this a lot today. Let's bump up intelligence for more spells and a better spell attack and DC. Level 7 Battle Masters gain Know Your Enemy. By spending 1 minute studying or interacting with another creature outside of combat, you learn information about them in regard to your information. You now know if 2 stats are equal, inferior, or superior to your stats. Those stats are Strength, Dex, Con, AC, current hit points, total fighter class levels, or total levels. You also gain 2 more maneuvers. Disarming Attack allows you to force a creature you hit to take a strength save or lose the weapon they are holding, all while adding superiority dice to the damage. You know, in case the current savior of the human race says killing is wrong. Trip Attack forces a strength save on a creature you hit that is a size large or smaller, and should they fail, they fall prone. And of course, this adds superiority dice to the damage. Just humor him for right now. He's just the savior in this current timeline. Once his mom stops your original creator, the timeline shifts and it will be someone else who's the savior that's telling you killing is wrong. You're now character level 11. Firebolt and Sword Burst now do 3 damage dice each. Level 8 fighters earn another ability score improvement. Place this into strength to max it out. Level 9 fighters now have Indomitable. You can now reroll 1 failed saving throw once per long rest, and this includes death saves, which is good, as you die a lot. Level 10 Battlemaster fighters receive an improvement to their superiority dice, upgrading them to a D10. You also now receive 2 more maneuvers. For those maneuvers, pushing attack lets you hit someone so hard they go flying. After hitting a target, you can add your superiority dice to the damage and force a strength save, if the creature is large or smaller. Should they fail, they get pushed back up to 15 feet away from you. Parry lets you shake off damage when an enemy hits you. As a reaction, you can now reduce the damage by a superiority dice plus your strength. Level 11 fighters gain another extra attack. You can now attack 3 times with a single attack action. Level 12 fighters earn another ability score improvement, but we're going to be grabbing a feat. Tough gives you double your current levels in HP, adding 32 at this level, and then it will add +2 to each level after. Level 13 fighters receive a second use of Indomitable. You can now reroll 2 failed saves per long rest. Your character level 17 now. Firebolt and Sword Burst now do 4 damage dice each. Level 14 fighters earn another ability score improvement. Time to cap off intelligence for a total of 9 spells that you can have prepared each day and a great spell attack in DC. Level 15 Battlemaster fighters are now relentless. When you roll initiative and have no more superiority dice remaining, you regain 1. Don't know why it's called relentless. Frankly, was expecting something a little bit different with that name. You also receive your final 2 maneuvers. For those maneuvers, Brace allows you to attack an enemy that has moved within reach with a reaction. If your attack hits, you add the superiority dice to the damage. Feinting attack allows you, as a bonus action, to trick an enemy within 5 feet of you and distract them. Doing so grants you advantage on the next attack against the creature and adds the superiority dice to the damage should you hit. Our final level is level 16 fighters, and you earn our final ability score improvement. Let's place this into con for better health. Remember, health stacks retroactively. Now that we've hit level 20, let's recap. Your stats are Strength 20, Dex 13, Con 16, Intelligence 20, Wisdom 10, Charisma 8. Your total levels are Fighter 16, Wizard 4. Time to dive in. You are a beast in combat. Your unarmed strikes are dealing 1d8 plus 5, you can add d10s to the damage, and you can attack 3 times with a possible 6 times with action surge. And you're a master of all weapons. You can quickly adjust tactics to subdue your enemies, gain advantage on them, knock them down, attack if an enemy gets too close, attack back if they miss you, or grapple them. Your spells are also laying down some serious punishment. Firebolt is dealing 4d10 fire damage, and it's a cantrip, allowing you to save your spell slots for other things. You're also pretty tough. Your total HP taking the average is 210, and you can amp up your AC by 5, reduce damage, take no fall damage, and you always add +1 to your AC regardless of the armor. Finally, with Portent, you can hold on to d20 results and either give yourself an automatic success or your enemies an automatic failure. Downside. Okay, the main problem with this build is you have a grand total of 12 spells but can only have 9 prepared per long rest. You also only have a few damage spells, which means you'll really be relying on melee attacks which aren't magical. Thankfully, you're more than likely to get a magic weapon and you have proficiency in all of them. You also have a bad wisdom and worse charisma score, which makes you a big target for spells that debuff or just stop you dead. This is a build that can take punishment and deliver it as well. Get yourself a small arsenal, good armor, and plan accordingly. Use everything you have to complete your mission and be relentless. Thank you once again for joining me. Make sure to like and subscribe. I release a new build each week on Spotify and YouTube.